I ran away to Puerto Rico and lived homeless for months. I never imagined my life would take me to Puerto Rico, living homeless for months, but that's exactly what happened. It was 2017, right after Hurricane Maria had devastated the island. The power grid was fragile, chaos lingered everywhere, and I arrived with no plan, no family, and no friends. All I knew was that I had to survive somehow on this Caribbean outpost. My first night I slept in the airport and I wasn't alone. Dozens of people were there charging their phones because their homes had no electricity. In a strange way, I blended in. As long as I avoided the hotel section inside the airport, I could rest without too much trouble. But there was one problem. I thought there was no way out. Airports are surrounded by fields and fences, so I assumed I was trapped unless I had money for the bus. At the time, the bus cost 75 cents, not much, but when you're broke, it might as well be a fortune. Eventually, I discovered a hidden path locals used to walk in and out of the airport. That discovery changed everything. Looking back, I'm lucky to be alive. Being homeless meant danger was everywhere. I got threatened, shoved around, and wandered into places I shouldn't have. Like La Perla, a neighborhood that was risky for outsiders. But it wasn't all bad. One of the brightest moments was rescuing a stray puppy from an abandoned building. A local family I befriended in San Juan helped me care for him. Ironically, I met another homeless man who had rescued a puppy that looked just like mine. He carried his dog around in a baby stroller, and we joked that maybe they were siblings. I lost nearly 40 pounds during those months. Hunger was constant. I had what I called $0 days, days where I spent absolutely nothing because I had nothing to spend. The hardest part wasn't just hunger, it was boredom. With no money, there's nothing to do, and airport staff were starting to notice me hanging around too much. So I found a way to give back. I spent my days at two open-air libraries, sorting books using the Dewey Decimal System. Locals appreciated the help, and soon more people started reading, and more donations came in. For once, I felt useful. Puerto Rico's beaches became my sanctuary. I'd swim in the warm waters, pretending it was a shower. It wasn't the same, but it kept me going. I made friends along the way. One family in San Juan invited me to share Thanksgiving with them. Their dog had befriended me while I wandered the streets, and that connection led to one of the most memorable meals of my life. The local church also helped me, though reaching it was difficult. Sleeping in the city was harder than at the airport. I got robbed, threatened, and nearly attacked while trying to rest. Those were terrifying nights, but somehow I made it through. Months passed and tensions grew. Airport security had tolerated me long enough. Vendors disliked me because I never bought anything. Other homeless people saw me as competition. I realized I couldn't keep living like this. My parents, who had been worried all along, offered to buy me a plane ticket home. And they didn't just welcome me back, they accepted my new companion. The stray dog I had adopted from the streets of San Juan, Puerto Rico tested me in ways I never imagined. I faced hunger, fear, and loneliness, but I also found kindness, friendship, and a loyal dog who became my family. Sometimes survival isn't about strength, it's about finding small blessings in the darkest places.